Hi, this is Vamsi. Currently I'm working as a data warehousing and business intelligence consultant. Right now I'm going to demonstrate how to create a simple mapping, session and workflow using Informatica. This is how Informatica Powercenter Designer looks like. And here I'm going to connect to the Informatica repository. Give the username and password, click connect, and the project folder turns up. Okay. In the source pane, I need to import the sources. So click on the source analyzer, go to sources, import from database, select the data source connection here, give the username and password, and say connect. Select the table of your interest. You can select multiple tables by clicking on control and say OK. Here is my table. Okay, now I need to create a target table for this source. So one way of creating the target is go to the target, import from database, select the data source, give the username and password and select the table and click OK. Here I just want the exact replica of my source table, so I'm just dragging the source table into the target designer. I'm renaming it to differentiate between the source and the target. Okay, right now we have created only the target table structure, but in reality the target table is not existent in the backend. So I can show you. Say here, if I go refresh and see, okay, here I'm going to delete it. I created it before, so I'm deleting it. Okay, there is no table right now. So okay, there is no table. So how to create a table from Informatica? So select the table which you want to create in the backend. Go to targets, say generate and execute SQL. Connect to the data source. Connect to the database on which we want to create the table. Say connect. Say the selected table, or else it will create all the tables in the backend. So I only selected this table, so search table, create table, and check the boxes whichever appropriate and say generate and execute. Say OK. So now the table is ready in the backend. So if I go into the backend and say refresh, now I am able to find the customer target table in the backend, which is exact replica of the source table. Okay, now we got the source and target tables, and now we are going to create a mapping. Here I'm going to give a name for this mapping, dim customer. Say OK. Now drag and drop the source table, automatically the source qualifier. You can see a source qualifier here. Select all the columns in the source, drag and drop on the target. Automatically all the columns will link to the target. Say arrange all and save the mapping. Once the mapping is saved, we need to create a session. Here this is called as Informatica Workflow Manager, in which we will be creating session and workflows. To create a session, click on the task developer, go to task and create, or else here there is an icon here to create sessions. So click on that, click on the empty space, and it will enable us to select which mapping. Okay, so here is. So after creating the session, we need to go and provide the connection information for the source and the target. For the source, it automatically picked up. For the target, we need to specify the connection as info_target. So we have the source and the target over here. On the target, I clicked on the target and I want to give some settings. Okay, here I want to truncate the target table before loading it. So I checked that and said okay. Okay. Here is where we need to specify the connection information, connection relational, and here is where we need to click new and select whatever database you want, and we can create the connection in this way. Now we have the session ready. Go to the workflow. I have a workflow right now open. So I have a workflow right now. I'm just adding the newly created session to that workflow. Click on the link task here and say Ctrl S. So now these two sessions will be running parallelly here. If you want to create a new session, just go to the workflow, say create, automatically a new workflow will be created. I'm sorry. If you want to create a new workflow, go to workflow, say create. New workflow will be created, and we can drag and drop and link the new sessions to that workflow. Okay. To run this workflow, just right click on the empty pane and say start workflow, or go to the workflow tab and say start workflow. If you see here, right now we are okay. See here, it got succeeded immediately. So right now, if you want to view the session log, like how to know about like how the job ran and all that, so this is how Informatica writes the session log. In the session log, we can figure out, okay, which database it is connecting, which table it is pointing to, and how the SQL written by Informatica, and how it is pushing to the backend. And finally we can see like how many rows it fetched from the source and inserted into the target. So in overview of the entire job, we can find out from session log. And here we go, and go to the backend, say select star from select star from this table name. I just want to select top 10 records. I just don't want to waste time. Oh, what happened? Oh, here I need to change the connection to info_target. Yeah. So we got the data loaded into the target table. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for viewing it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. And you can always approach me at vamsi27@gmail.com. I repeat, VAMSI27@gmail.com. Thanks for viewing it again.